Hello, we are Group 4, or Team Bakes. This past November, our group volunteered with Mount Grace Land Trust. Tessa Dowling, stewardship manager for the Land Trust, and her husband Ben worked alongside us in doing maintenance for a handicap accessible trail. To us, civic engagement means being an active member of your community. We'd like to hope we did some good for the community in volunteering here, so we talked with Tessa about what exactly her organization does.
My name is Tessa Dowling. I'm the stewardship manager at Mount Grace. We're a local land trust. We have a staff of 10 people, and our service area goes from Greenfield and Leiden to the west over to Hubbardston and Ashburnham to the east, and we focus on conservation. So that entails buying properties that we protect and manage, and we have 23 of those properties, and then we also protect through conservation restrictions.
15,000 years ago, the land was covered in ice around 1.5 miles thick, which then melted and created Lake Hitchcock, otherwise known as Great Beaver's Pond. The ice covering the land was 5.5 Empire State Buildings thick. We are extremely grateful to Tessa for her time and knowledge, which allowed us to help our community while learning more about tree maintenance and native forests. Alice and Summer worked on raking leaves and filling potholes with gravel, while Brianna and Carly helped Tessa remove invasive plants all around the property, such as buckthorn. Species of buckthorn that come from Europe and Asia are invasive, meaning they outcompete native plants for space, sunlight, and nutrients, which upsets the natural balance of the native ecosystem.
How does this specific property benefit the community?
So this property contains a less than a half-mile accessible trail, which allows wheelchair people and people who need a very smooth surface to walk on to get out into nature and get to admire this view, which otherwise wouldn't be accessible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We had such a positive experience working with Mount Grace Land Trust. Tessa and Ben were generous, welcoming, and helpful all throughout. We recommend getting involved in visiting their lovely properties. It is so important to be hands-on in your community, especially when it comes to the preservation of the environment. Natural resource conservation and environmental leadership go hand in hand to preserve important ecosystems and play a major role in changing the world's engagement with nature and species alike.